Hello, dear traders. My name is Oleg Prishepa. Welcome to Trading Hero YouTube channel. Let's start our weekly review. Our total profitability is plus 135%. For this week, we earned plus 2.4%, and our profitability for the first half of November is plus 4%. As you can see, we're smoothly recovering the drawdown we got in September. So let's look how did we trade on MetaTrader platform. Let's start from the first currency pair. It's GBP USD on 1 hour time frame. I highlighted the previous week with a gray rectangle. So you can see that actually we are now in a current local uptrend. We have several reasons why we have this movement. First is that we have a change in the British Parliament. The second one is that the Bank of England continues to increase the interest rates. And the third one that on Thursday we got news from the US that inflation rate became better than it was expected, and maybe it will influence on the speed of increasing of interest rates by the Fed in December. So actually, market reacted immediately, and we can see that GBP to USD grew for more than 2% within an hour. It was a very huge movement. But actually, our robots did a good job here, and we were not gaining the position during this impulse. We only sold at the top when the market broke the previous local high. So in the details, on Monday we were selling. We got a candle with more than 1,000 pips with no correction. Then we averaged this trade with two other trades and closed all of them in profit. Then we locally bought here. Then after the next impulse and the next retest of the previous local highs, we sold, then we bought, closed all the deals with profit, then we were buying on the reversal moment, and on Thursday, as I said, we sold at the local top of the market, and on Friday we also had like three deals or already closed one of them, and averaging the two last trades we made closer to the end of the trading week. So globally, we can see that we are recovering, smoothly recovering from the biggest historical drawdown on GBP to USD, and I can say that the volatility is quite high right now. But the good news is that it's high, but it's like controlled. So I mean that we don't have like huge movements with the same direction with no correction as we had in September. Actually, that actually caused the stop loss. We have like several candles falling, several candles growing, and actually it's a good sign because when we have high volatility, but it's not an extreme volatility, we can make much more money than like when the market is like completely calm. So the next currency pair is GBP to Canadian dollar. We have the similar situation. We are in a local uptrend, and you can see that we started the week exactly the same as we did on GBP USD. We got an impulse more than 1,000 pips. We started averaging the trades. We made three trades and closed them with profit. Then on Wednesday, on the reversal impulse, we bought, averaged the trade, and then closed it with profit. And on Thursday impulse also, we started selling, closed our positions, and then we got another like local high, and we opened our selling position right here. So now we have only one trade in the market. So let's see how does it go on the next week. The next currency pair is Australian to New Zealand dollar. Uh, we had only two trades opened on Friday. Actually, we have a correction against the local downtrend. But if you remember, globally, Australian to New Zealand dollar is in a very interesting situation because we have the correction, very strong correction after we tried to break the historical highs of 2013. We didn't make it, so like we started falling down, and it's absolutely normal movement. We had this kind of movements in like 2020 when we were trying to break the previous low, and in like all other years when we were approaching to the previous historical highs. We always had such serious corrections on this currency. So everything is like going according to like to the plan. For now, we have no open trades. Let's see how it goes. The next week, if we'll see the market is breaking the previous highs, we'll be selling. If we'll come closer to the previous lows, we'll be buying. The next currency pair is New Zealand to Canadian dollar. We have our uptrend as well here. What do we have here? First part of the week, we were into selling positions, and then we bought on Wednesday, closed the trades on the news on Thursday and started averaging the market after we had this impulse. So far, the market came with no sufficient correction. It grew for around 2000 pips. Like it's a lot for New Zealand to Canadian dollar. It's more than 2%. So we're actually expecting the correction at the beginning of the next week. And if you speak about the global picture, you can see that we are already like trying to like break the um, previous highs, but the local top of the market is still more than 1000 pips ahead. It was in August 2020. So let's see, maybe we'll see the correction earlier than we reach this level. So far, we have three positions on both robots. Each of them has three positions. Let's see how does it go the next week. And the last currency pair for today is Australian to Canadian dollar. We have a pretty similar picture. We were selling the first part of the week, then on Wednesday we bought. On Thursday we closed our buying trades with profit and started like selling and averaging the trades against this movement. Speaking about Australian to Canadian dollar, we have like the previous highs a little bit closer, around 700 pips. So let's see how will it go. The next week we have three positions on one robot, four positions on second robot. So far everything goes according to the plan and in like terms of volatility, like daily volatility, everything looks to be okay. We actually have like two like big candles, and like usually after we have like this kind of movement, we may face a correction, maybe even from these levels on Monday, Tuesday, and maybe we'll grow up to the previous highs, and then we'll go into the correction. That's all for now, colleagues. I wish you good trading the next week. Feel free to ask any questions and see you next Saturday.